Hi Aries, welcome to In Spiritual Trail. We are into April, so it's our month, right? March and April. It's your season, so happy birthday to all the March and April Aries. I am an April Aries, so I'm really feeling that Aries energy, right? So we are going to get our April reading, and I know you guys had an extra bonus. I just wanted to give out that to you guys. Just because, I have an Aries sun and moon, and you guys are my little universal sparks, my sparks of the universe, my little sparklers. So I just wanted to put that out there. But right now we are going to get April's message. It's going to be for Aries, sun, moon, and rising. It's going to be a general read, so please take what resonates, let go of what doesn't. And this month we're going to do a oracle card. We're going to be using the Lightworker Oracle card. We're going to pull that and just use it from intuition. We'll read the book at the end. And then we are going to get your energy that's either surrounding you or you're sitting in, or your energy, as well as your strength for the month of April, your weakness for the month of April, some advice from the universe and spirit, and then we're going to get the outcome if you so choose to take that advice that you're given. All right. Then we're going to be pulling a Buddha Wisdom, the Divine Masculine series of that, and a Spirit Message. And like I said, we'll read the Lightworkers card. So let me just get a little drink because that was a lot to say. So we're starting off April kind of with energy from that new moon that's on the 1st. And it's in your sign, Aries. Good time to set those intentions. And I did do a video on how to go about that. So if you can, I know sometimes we have a good intentions to start something, but we don't finish them, Aries. So really be diligent about finishing those, okay? If you want something bad enough, you got to stick to it, right? And stay focused. We also have a full moon on the 17th, which is in our opposite sign of Libra. So that's that balanced energy, and the full moon is all about letting go and releasing. So if there's anything left to release, and also when you get to that full moon in Libra, if you have been keeping your intentions, it's nice to go back and see what your intentions were for October with that new moon in Libra and see if any of them have manifested, okay? And then we have Easter, that's on the 17th. Oh, I'm sorry, the full moon is on the 16th. The Easter is on the 17th. So, that was a lot to say already. So, I just got done doing Gemini's reading. So, we're going to go ahead and clear the space and just get that energy out of here with some sage. So, let me go ahead, get that started. Got some healing energy music on. Let me put this down so you can see me just saging. I also have a little Easter theme set up, so we're going to go ahead and sage all the tarot decks. You know what, this isn't, yeah, it is, okay, make sure it's smoking. Tarot decks, I got a lot of tarot decks here. Clear the space. Still wanted to get like a little bit more, get it like burning a little more. Clear the oracle decks. Okay, there we go. All right. So now, like I said, we're going to go ahead and pull a Lightworker Oracle card. Let's go ahead and see what comes up for Aries for April 2022. Ooh, that was 2. Oh, interesting though. We have Initiation by Fire. There's your fire, Aries. And then we have Power of the Divine Masculine, and Aries is a masculine card. So I really feel like this is very powerful message for you guys, whatever's coming up. We have the Power of the Divine Masculine, like I said, and Initiation by Fire, Aries. So 2 cards that resonate with you, okay? That's why I'm using the Buddha Wisdom Divine Masculine. And Trust in the Plan is on the bottom, yes, because, Aries is a masculine sign, okay? So let's go ahead and see what specific card is for Aries for April 2022. Initiation by Air. Ooh, so using your logic. Using that logic, and I really feel like tapping into, a higher energy from above, like that spirit energy. Initiation by air, yes. So you're going to gain some kind of clarity or some wisdom this month, Aries. So Yeah, very important to set your intentions, okay? And if you have anything left to release, it's time, okay? Yeah, initiation by air. That's all about, I'm sorry, my brow's going up a little bit. Yeah, so you're going to get some wisdom that is going to be kind of very important and intense. That it's just going to be like, I got like that Ace of Swords energy, right? All right, so now we are going to go ahead and get I'm just pulling these cards over. We're going to get your strength for April. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We're going to get your energy first. Got a little track. I got excited about those cards. So what's your energy that you're sitting in or surrounding you for April 2022, Aries? Sun, moon, rising. What's the energy? Oh, yeah. See, look at this. This is like so intense already. We had the divine masculine and initiation by fire. We have you connecting to your higher wisdom, tapping into that higher energy from above and around like the universe. And we have the Hierophant. Hierophant is all about our spiritual wisdom. So yeah, something really intense is coming through for you this month, Aries. Your month, you're like on fire. So that's so good. What's on the bottom? Three of Wands, yes. And it's going to benefit your future. Okay? So let's go ahead and now we're going to get your strength. So, your energy is the Hierophant. So, very spiritual this month. Tapping into your spiritual wisdom. So, initiation by air. So, what is your strength, Aries, for April 2022? Oh, we also have Earth Day on the 22nd, which is 22. Ooh, the wheel! Yes! Completing a cycle and moving into a new one. Yep. Not missing a beat. Just, all the things that let go. Last little remnants, maybe at this Libra full moon. And you're moving forward. You've gained the higher wisdom, you're standing in your higher vibration, and you're letting that wheel turn. Very nice. Yes. This also, I feel like there's going to be some karmic returns to you, and the karma is not always bad. So if something's bad's happened to you, bad karma, the way you handled it and the way you did it with grace and patience, which we don't usually have, the way you've handled it, now you are going to be getting back good karma. And it might not be through the situation that caused the bad karma to you, but you are going to be reaping the rewards of that, Aries. So I love that. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and get the challenge, or not the challenge, the weakness, which is the challenge. So let's go ahead and see what is challenging you or what's going to be causing some problems. What do we have? Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords popped out, but they both popped out and I kind of fell, so I'm going to get another one. But the Page of Swords is getting that spark, like that new beginning in our logical mind, which makes sense with that initiation by air. So I really feel like you are going to be getting a lot of information. You are going to be realizing a lot of things this month, okay? And you could be juggling a lot of different things right now, Have a lot going on, in your personal life, your work, whatever. You are trying to... I really feel like a lot of us are Aries are trying to manage like our physical realm and deal with our spiritual realm as well and try to get them balanced out. Okay, but let's go ahead and see. We're going to see what directly is your weakness or challenge. We got a couple more falling out again. Wow. Yeah, okay, so be careful with causing conflict in your own mind. Aries, you have to admit, we are our own worst enemy, aren't we? We cause our own turmoil. So be very careful that you don't create this conflict. Stay in that, logical mind, but also in our heart. And don't doubt yourself, okay? And be careful about turning away, because we're very independent as well. Be careful not turning away things out of pride, all right? And then we have this stability. So if things, this conflict and turning things away, like even if somebody's trying to support us or even information or give us wisdom, if you step into your ego and pride and turn that away, it's going to rock your stability here. Okay? So be very careful, all right? All right. Just watch that ego, Aries, and your impulsiveness. Think before you act, all right? So I really feel like a lot of that air energy is telling you, before you act impulsively or say something that you don't want to say, think first, okay? How is this going to affect me? Is this something my higher self would do? All right? All right. A lot of cards there. All right. And on the bottom, we have the Three of Pentacles. It says, see, working with others. You're going to have to work with elders, Aries, okay? It can't be your way and the highway. No. There's somebody coming in that's going to offer you some really deep wisdom or make you realize your higher self is going to hear something and realize that wisdom. But you're going to be needing to work with others and not be so harsh on yourself and not be so impulsive, okay? All right. So, now that we got, there's so many cards, I got to figure out what we got. Energy, strength, weakness, advice. Okay, so let's get the advice from the universe and spirit. What's the advice for Aries for April 2022? Advice for Aries, April 22, about this situation they're in. Okay, so don't be on the defense, Aries. Aries has a way to do that. Like if their pride or something gets hurt, or even their emotions start to show, they don't like to show weakness, so they will be defensive and get angry. That might be why that card is coming out about being impulsive. Do not put up too much guard or be too defensive where you're being too blunt, Aries. It's going to like be a downfall, like kind of a downfall for you. It's going to cause you to be your own worst enemy. Also, you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Be a little more vulnerable, you know. Don't be too defensive or guarded. And speak before thinking, okay? And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is all about, you know, working on things with that give and take. So you're going to have to be a little giving and take a little bit, you know, be a little receiving. Don't be so like independent and impulsive and, you know, act before you think, okay? Because it could be detrimental to you, all right? So that is your advice. You have to be careful with that, Aries, all right? Right now, you have to come from your heart space and don't put a guard around it and don't react to anything that triggers you. Think before you do anything, all right? Think more about like what your higher self would do, okay? All right, so now we are going to go ahead and see what the outcome would be, Aries, if you follow this advice, okay? Then we're going to do some clarifying. What's the outcome if Aries follows this advice? It's a little more vulnerable, not so defensive, and is more balanced with that giving and receiving energy, more yin and yang energy, going with the flow. All right. Putting yourself in other people's shoes a little bit. See, you're going to have a weight lifted off you if you do this. The Ten of Wands reversed. This is burden. It's too much responsibility. It's overwhelming. If it's reversed, it's gone. So if you follow this advice, you know, don't react out of in a defensive manner. Be a little more vulnerable, a little more open to receiving and giving, both, like that balanced energy. The burden's going to go away. But if you are going to act with defense mechanism and harsh and like ego-minded and, you know, pushy, it's going to backfire on you. You're going to have a lot of responsibility and burden, you know. It's going to be like a weight on you. Yeah, see, this is a new journey as well. New journey, harmonious relationships, and victory and success. So, all right. So now we are going to go ahead and I kind of clarified that one, but we're going to go ahead and clarify all these cards. So, this energy around you with this Hierophant, let's get a card to clarify. You know, stand in your higher self. So if you're standing in this higher self, you don't want your ego to creep back in and, you know, your vibration to low because somebody triggers you or something like that. It's only going to be, it's kind of like a test that the universe is kind of saying, like, we're going to give you this abundance and let you manifest and have this good life. But let's see if you've learned all these lessons, Aries. Are you still patient? Are you still going to act out? Are you going to throw that little temper tantrum, Aries? Excuse me. All right, so Hierophant energy. What's up with this Hierophant energy? Yeah. So this Hierophant energy, you've let a lot go. You've forgiven. You've done a lot of forgiving, Aries. It doesn't mean you forgot, but everything that's happened to you, you're kind of saying, you know, that's the past. I've learned from it. I know what I want now. I'm not going to let this hold me down anymore. You know, I'm letting these swords fall away. You know, I realize that the longer I hold on to this betrayal, it's only going to keep me in the lower vibration. So you're stepping away from that. That's good, Aries. You're being forgiving. You're realizing people are coming from their own space of their own wounds and stuff, right? It's nothing personal. So I really feel like you've gotten that now. And let's see what's on the bottom. I just want to see what's on the bottom. Queen of Wands, you! Look at that. Queen of Wands is Aries. Yeah, not taking any shit. Confident, know what they want, and they're not going to let this bullshit stop them, right? Because you're high vibe, babe, right? You've got that wisdom. All right, so, love that. Okay, so, your strength. The karmic cycles are released. They're over. You've made it through. A new cycle's coming. A good cycle's coming. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up with this wheel. And look how good she looks. She's looking at so much in peace, so happy. She's like, I made it through all that stuff. I've been through it. I've been through the ringer, and look how good I am now. Feeling so good. I'm on top of the world. All right, not that I'm never going to have challenges again, but I know I can handle them, right? So let's see what else is coming up with this wheel. Abundance, baby. Look at that. Independent, self-sufficient, rocking it. Yeah, look. Yes. Manifesting, just having, kind of luxury. I love that. Yeah. That's what's coming in. Because you've done all the work. And you've let that go and you forgive. And you're realizing it wasn't anything personal, and the more you hold on to that crap, it's just going to keep your energy down, right? It's very hard to manifest when you're like that, and even to be happy, honestly. So now we have all these cards for the conflict, instability, the weaknesses, not remaining stable, turning your back on help or anything like that. Anything coming in, you're like, hey, I know how to do it. I don't need your help. I'm independent. I can do what I want, even to your own detriment. So, and then the conflict. So let's go ahead and see the competition and conflict. Yeah, we don't want to be in that energy. So let's see if we can get another card on that, okay? What's this about? Did I see what was on the bottom of this? Oh, look at that one. Queen of Swords, yes. Knowing the truth, not taking any shit anymore, right, Aries? Yeah. Seeing through people's fakeness and masks, which we already are good at anyway. But sometimes we have that good heart and we'll believe people. This is like knowing it now and knowing your truth too. That air energy. Yeah. Initiation by air. All right, so let's go ahead and see what this queen and these challenges are. This weakness. Look at this. It keeps you stuck. If you stay like you're unstable and not grounded, if you turn your back on things that the universe is trying to give you, like, here, take this help, Aries, and you're like, nope, I can do it myself. I don't need that. If you do that, and if you keep remaining in this competition and conflict within your own self as well, and with others, it's going to keep you stuck. Oops, I got the wrong card. It's going to keep you like restricted and stuck. And it's in your own head. You're like being your own enemy. It's time to let all that go, Aries, okay? All right, so the bottom of the deck, Justice, yes. And isn't that interesting? That's that full moon, Libra. This is so resonating. I got chills. Get chills. Yes. So this is all that karma being returned to you that has, all that shit that's happened. Now you're reaping the rewards because you made it through and you've forgiven it and you've not taken it personal anymore. You've worked through all that. So now you're getting this justice, right? You're balanced now. Okay? All right. So now the advice was being in that balanced energy, that give and take, Six of Pentacles. Being vulnerable, coming from a place of your heart, being understanding. Now that you've forgiven, you be understanding as well. And Seven of Wands, don't be so defensive. Letting your guard down a little bit, okay? Don't be so much that warrior, because we can be peaceful warriors. We don't have to be combative warriors, right, Aries? Okay. You can choose. You don't have to be. Just because we hear warrior, we think that's out there battling and fighting, and you don't have to be that kind. There's a lot of peaceful warriors, all right? And that's what we're asked to be stepped into now. So let's go ahead and see some cards on that. And I'm sorry this is shaking. This table is making it shake. All right. We're shaking things up, Aries. All right. I thought that was going to flip over, but it didn't. Okay, so with this energy here as well, if we don't take action, basically, I had to think it for a second when I was on. So with this, if we stay defensive, if we don't open up and stop being so guarded, if we don't come from a place of our hearts, if we're not giving and receiving both, and we don't receive the help or stop turning our back on things, and if we sit around contemplating things too much. We've already been through that. I know I've done a lot of thinking. A lot of working on myself, a lot of resting, all that. To come to, work through my shadows, different things like that. But if you keep staying in this mode, things are going to be passing you by. It's time to take action on things, okay? So you do have to get out there with people. It's just your approach has to be differently. It has to be more smooth, more kind of docile for Aries, not so in your face. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like this initiation by Aries, really that mental, coming from that heart space, but being more cognitive about how we are approaching people or how we react to people. Okay, so let's see what's on the bottom. Starting that new journey, taking a risk. Yes, so take that risk and open up your heart a little bit, let the defenses down a little bit, and come in as that more peaceful warrior than that defensive, aggressive warrior. Okay, Aries, so let's go ahead and see if you follow this advice. We have that victory and success. We have harmonious relationships, and maybe even meeting up with our significant soulmate, whatever, our soul tribe as well. Again, taking risks, new journey starting, and letting go of all those burdens. We have a lot of cards there, but we're going to go ahead and see what else comes up with that. So if we follow this advice, Aries. Yep, look at that. Letting go of all those energies that have been shaken up, shook us down. They're not going to matter. You're going to be able to handle anything unexpected coming in. And this also, too, I feel like is going to be a shocking surprise to you. And these don't always have to be bad, Aries, okay? Yeah, they don't always have to be bad, but you're going to have some kind of surprise. And I really feel like you're going to surprise yourself because you're going to handle this so well. And you're going to connect to people so well. It's going to really surprise you. I really feel like that. You're going to get some nice surprise. And also all your worries and troubles are going to be removed. You're not going to be so anxious anymore. You're going to believe in yourself more. You're going to have that faith in yourself and know that you can do this. Okay? Let's see what those on the bottom. We have the Page of Cups. Yep. Page of Cups. So this Page of Cups is all about that energy of realizing what our emotional happiness is, what's going to fulfill us and make us happy. Okay, so all right, so now we are going to go ahead and get a spirit message. We have a father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unacquaintable. It can be trapped into our anytime for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or has passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. So I really feel for a lot of you, you're getting a lot of support from your dad, whether he's living or passed. There's a lot of energy here where they're like protecting you. They're giving you messages, whatever it is. This also could be a grandfather, so somebody like a father figure, whether they're living or past, is really going to be supportive to you at this time. So that might be where you're getting this wisdom as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get our Buddha wisdom card. Okay, there we go. Guard your mind with diligence. Nurture the positive and remove the negative. Your mind will find peace. Okay, there you go. See, that's that conflict in your head, that competition with yourself, doubting yourself, beating yourself down, and also reacting through your ego, because that is defeating your purpose. Inspiration by air. Think positive thoughts, Aries. Do some affirmations or something. Listen to your dreams as well, okay? Now, let's go ahead and read this last card. The initiation by, or the first card, initiation by air. I'll put it over here by the little bunnies. Okay. I forgot 24. 24. Okay. You have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart, and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind developed without loving spiritual practice can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? I love that. That's what we were just talking about, right? Okay, so your mind can become more spacious and luminous if you practice emptying it on a regular basis. The radiant mind can be a mighty warrior against fear and despair, encouraging your thoughts of optimism. When you're not given a chance to empty, however, the mind becomes overwhelmed, which that Ten of Swords was there, or Ten of Wands was there, and unprocessed information. Much of it will be fear-based programming perpetuated by mass media, which is invested in controlling others and manipulating them by fear. This initiation, which liberates and opens the mind, empowers advanced souls to free themselves from manipulation and control. So I really feel like the strong energy, this is where you need to be mindful. When we get triggered and we want to attack, Aries, right? We want to be like that warrior and try to right wrongs or even defend ourselves. Think about where it's coming from, because a lot of people want to push your buttons and they are getting what they want when you react. So think of it that way. So really think from your mind, but come from an open heart, all right? So just think, like, this person wants to see me upset. People thrive on that. I've had plenty of people that have done that to me, and by my reaction, they actually won. You know what I mean? If you put up a defense or you're defending yourself or being aggressive. So be mindful of that, all right? All right. As you enter into this initiation, you will feel the need to step back from what you have been taught and learn to question what once held to be true. So say, coming from that open heart when we were first born and we didn't get all that defense stuff from things that's happened to us through our life, right? As you soften the strident action of the mind, you will see that you can use your mental gifts wisely. Wisely rather than allowing them to cause you pain. Those who have strong mental energies can accomplish much in terms of communication, invitation, and creativity, but they often also suffer from destructive self-talk and mental obsessions. They may even be addicted to thinking, which can wear them out and create cravings for sugar that can lead to depression and illness. Instead, it is much better to regularly take time out from the mind and be in the moment, feeling energized, playful, and at peace. Your mind is a powerful creation. Tame it with persistence, compassion, kindness, and strength. Give yourself rest and an opportunity to switch off and empty your mind on as regularly as you can. There is no need to judge or despair. This is an advanced invitation to one that is brought you to only when you are ready. Consider it a sign of your spiritual progress. The world will benefit from you as you learn to handle your mental energies more constructively. This oracle is indeed an omen of greater peace and happiness in your imminent future. Well, I love that. Yes. So it's just kind of being a more gentle Aries, a more peaceful warrior Aries. Okay. So I wish you the best. And again, happy birthday. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this channel and you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And my blessings. Happy Easter. All that good stuff to you. Namaste.